Let's talk about the media.
Without as it relates to politics.
As it relates to politics, yeah.
There are, like, stereotypically, Fox is the right and CNN is the left.
Yeah.
And Fox, I don't know about what CNN is, but Fox is to a comical degree.
It's pretty
like it's propaganda. It's just straight up. It serves no other purpose than to further the right. I don't know if CNN works that way for the left.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll say this. They have a right to exist. They have a right to exist.
Pun intended.
Same with CNN. You don't have to like them. You don't have to watch them. Thank goodness.
Yeah, right.
You know? So, okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my thoughts stopped.
Yeah.
I guess going back, the media, as it's related to politics, you'll have influence and agendas in.
But I just wonder who benefits from that. I think the media they must make money off of people being upset.
Yeah, it's simple. People watch, it's ad revenue, basically.
Mm-hmm.
More people watch, the more money you get. And I know there's a good way to say this, but yes, people being upset is more marketable and sells better and makes more money than people being happy. Oh, there's a word for that. Drama, sex and violence, whatever. Yes, it sells more. And with the right and left being naturally divisive, that will never end. So you will get more money. That's your goal, by the way, as a company,
right?
By sensationalizing something, including a story and embellishing facts just to piss off as many people as possible. You're not there trying to make the world a better place. You're there to make money, and you do that by pissing people off. It's pretty simple.
I read this article last night. My dad sent it to me, and it was a Christianity article, and it was an encouragement in regards to how people should behave during election time. And it wasn't telling people how to behave. It was just a list of reminders for, how to be peacekeepers and things like that. And one of the things, there was a statement in there. I'm gonna butcher it, but it was a profound statement to me, at least. And one of the things was the media. People get a rise off of hearing that they're victimized and hearing they're correct. Those are the two things people want to hear. They want to hear that you're right, and they want to hear that you've been wronged.
Yeah.
Not only are you completely correct about what you think and what you feel, but you've been wronged in these ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's certainly a truism that everybody's been wronged in many, many ways. Because
well, of course you're a bloody victim.
Yeah.
Who knows how many ways you're oppressed?
Love that, man. Yeah. JP.
I'm not trying to go off too much, but that's what you're talking about.
Yes. The idea is that certainly everybody's been wronged. And what people who ignore the media have been realizing, and there's little subsets of humanity. And I think there's actually a lot of people that ignore the media at this point. There's a lot of people.
I'm one of them now.
Yeah. I think both of us largely ignore it, just because I think what people found is, despite the fact that you're wronged daily in a bunch of ways you don't know, if you don't focus on that, you realize how lucky you are. And maybe that's a little bit corny, but
I know what you mean.
But seriously, like people, like for all of the terrible things that the world is, and this is a general statement, but for all the terrible things that life and existence in the world is, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty amazing.
It's pretty neat.
And existence is worth it if you don't let all the heavy bog you down.
Yeah, I stopped watching the news. I wasn't watching the news. I was watching late night hosts or late night talk shows because it's funny, but it's always about politics.
Yeah.
I like laughing, but I stopped when I moved back. So 7 months ago, my mood has been improved ever since. Now, again, a correlation thing could because I moved back. That's another thing that happened, but I'm almost positive I've had no desire to go back and watch it again. Apparently, it wasn't that funny. No offense.
There's plenty funny.
I like laughing, but I'm happier being ignorant. And I don't want to talk. I don't want. No. It is, and I don't want to talk about ignorance as it relates to like the Matrix and stuff. It's an issue I'm dealing with, and I've made a Matrix reference before, but I want to get into it. The moral of the story is I have been better off since I stopped watching the news, and like you said, I know people who just don't watch it, which is a shame because you'd think people need to hear news, but I guess it really isn't news now, is it?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time, it's not news.
It's in the same way we talked about evolution, and we talked about scientists are not in no way incentivized to disprove it. News resources are in no way incentivized to offer good news.
News at all.
Yeah, why do you think that John Krasinski's little show blew up when it was just some good news? And it was like all stuff that happens that was in no way bad. It was just all good news, and it blew up. If you looked at every accredited news source in history, I bet you they might have 2 videos that got close to like some of the views that one of his little crappy videos he made in his bedroom got, because it's so refreshing to see news.
Yeah.
That is news. It's stories. And maybe some of them, I don't know that any got in politics, just because politics is so just inflamed right now. Mm-hmm. It's irritated. It's red and rashy because people keep scratching that itch. But it was just positive. And I don't even think you and I are saying that news needs to always be positive. There's some shitty things that happen that people want to know about, but do you need to know about it? Like, really? Is it worth it to you to be?
Unfortunately, a lot of it, no. The media is kind of like our food.
Media
is like our food. Food is now a product. Mm-hmm. Media is now a product. News is a product. It's manufactured to make money. It's not about fulfilling your needs. There's no nutrition in this.
Yeah.
A lot of fatty foods, a lot of junk out there. That's what the media is right now. It's hard to get whole food and eat healthy as far as it comes to news and with food. But
it is both hard to find good food and find good news. But when you find it, you become healthier for it. I think it's a truism in both respects.
Bad news might be exercise. I don't know.
Yeah. And it's expensive to find good news. Like for your time and your effort, like you have to look for it.
So easy to get the bad stuff.
It's out there. You can get it. You can get unbiased opinions on things. You can get education for the sake of education and not for the sake of uproar.
Yeah.
It's all out there, but it's the same way like finding healthy foods. I think that's a great analogy, a great example. Did you just try to tell me the word analogy?
Yeah,
you said
I was like, he'll get it.
You look like a guy off stage on like a live performance with the crowd.
I was gonna pull up a card with the word analogy, like I anticipated this.
Yeah,
I wrote it already.
You can do it. I know it. That was so funny. Analogy. That was funny. But yes, it's a good analogy because it's good. It's good parallel. It's hard and expensive to find good food, but if you do it for a while, you won't miss the old stuff.
Yeah.